one of the biggest things for me was I want to travel. I've been to places like Toboga Islands, Panama, Bocas del Toro, been to Costa Rica. I've seen volcanoes in Nicaragua. I've actually sledded down volcanoes in Nicaragua. I've been through the Galapagos and seen the huge tortoises, and one of the most amazing things that I've been able to do is meet skateboarders just like you and just like me around the world. And the one thing that we have in common is skateboarding and the fact that we all are just there at the park, present with our own boards. We share this uniqueness of skateboarding that it's us, but it's together, right? It's me and my skateboard, and it's you and your skateboard. And when you're all with your homies and your friends hanging out, you're all individually doing your own thing, but it's like a synchronized, almost like a song where it just flows. You know, you have this where you're at the park and you can anticipate when someone's gonna be going. You can see your friend moving in one direction and almost predict where they're gonna go and exactly what they're gonna do. And with that, that's how our relationships should be in life. They should be synchronous. They should flow with each other, and they should be harmonious into where we're learning and growing and helping each other out. Too many times and too much in our life, we're hanging out with the wrong people. We're spending time with people that just want to do bad things like get high or, just sit around and watch Netflix and chill and hang out and go out to eat and smoke weed and smoke an e-cig, and it's all cool, but it's these little instant gratifications. It's these little tiny negative habits in our life that are not gonna help us. And the moment that you stop doing those things, the moment that you take charge of your life and you decide, okay, today is the day that I'm never gonna be like this anymore. And I'm gonna make some sacrifices today so that tomorrow I don't ever have to be this way anymore. The majority will have the short-term gratifications, right? Going and spending money out, buying a pizza, or spending $25 on a pack of Jewel Pods, or going out and buying a case of PBR to go to the park. And that's all great, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I enjoy a drink every once in a while. I like these things too, but it's all in moderation. If you have to take a look and really analyze, what am I doing? What am I spending? Who am I hanging out with? And how is it playing a role in my life? So financially, personally, mentally, physically, Tai Lopez says there's 4 pillars of life that we have to synchronize, and that's health, wealth, love, and happiness, in that order. Your health is of utmost importance. If you don't feel good, you don't look good, then you're not gonna perform good. It's little progress in your life that will get you ahead. So my goal here with you is to really open up your eyes to what you're doing and expose you to some things that maybe you aren't even noticing. For example, are you spending an hour every night watching Netflix? The average show on Netflix now is like 55 minutes without a commercial. Did you know that back in 2017, the average American watched 77 days out of the year? I'm just gonna take a second for you to wrap your head around that. 77 days out of the year. That's like 3 to 5 hours every day that the person was watching Netflix, okay? And then you have to take into account, well, who are these people hanging out with when they're not watching TV? And how many hours do they sleep every night? And then you really start breaking down, okay, we have 365 days out of the year, but how much time do I actually have to better myself and get myself to living a life that is of my standard, is of where I wanna be? Success is not something that is just extraordinary and in movies and you see them in fairy tales and you see all these celebrities on Instagram. This is something that is very tangible if you take the necessary steps to get there. Most people won't. One of my great mentors, Jim Rohn, he says, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. We could read, we should read, but most people don't read. The average American reads less than 1 book a year, less than 1 book per year. And do you know what the average CEO, average millionaire reads every year in the US? Over 60. If you just wanted to be financially free, if you wanted to be successful, what could you do? What is just one thing that you could do to guarantee your success? That would be reading a book a week, at least 1 book a week. You want to follow the success. Success leaves clues. So all we're doing here is not reinventing the wheel. We're not coming up with some great thing where you're just gonna be a millionaire tomorrow. We're adopting new habits. We're structuring your life out to guarantee that you're successful. Whether you're 14 years old watching this and you've never even heard of personal development or even thought of starting a business, or you're 24 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, it doesn't matter. Whatever point in your life you're at, you can make a decision to change it so that in the future, you know where you're gonna be. You can't just wake up one day and you have the house you wanna have and the wife you wanna have and everything in your life. You want a half pipe in your backyard to be able to skate, and you wanna be able to travel around the world in your own plane. Like, what do those things cost? And what is that gonna cost you today to actually do that? So the biggest part here is to surrender. Surrender yourself. I mean, realize that you fucked up. If you're watching this, it's because you're not where you want to be. And maybe you are in a position to where you are, but you want more for yourself. You're a go-getter. You're someone who is ambitious and has drive and passion, and you just want to learn. Realize that you have messed up at some point. Realize that you do not have everything figured out, and you are not the smartest person in the world. Okay? And two, that would allow opportunity to come in. Once you surrender, it allows room for people to give you those answers. Okay, so let the guard down. Step two would be having the willingness and the discipline to say, I'm going to do it. The goose will only fly south. It will never fly east or north or west. I really love this, what Jim Rohn says, because it's so true. Humans literally have the capability of changing their lives just like that. You're in a job today. You're in a position where you're living with your family. Whatever it is, tomorrow does not have to be the same. Nobody is forcing you to sleep where you're sleeping, to talk to the people that you're talking to work at the place that you're working at. You have the ability to change it. Nobody's forcing you to play Xbox every night and go on and do Fortnite, these battle royales. You can change that. You know, so instead of watching 1 hour of Netflix, maybe you watch 1 hour of a program on Skillshare or Udemy, or you pick up a new course. I mean, most people are spending $10, $20, $30, $50, $100 a month in garbage subscriptions. And what are you learning from it? And don't get me wrong, there's some amazing shows and they're really catchy and they're enticing and they pull you in, but that's exactly what they do, is they pull you in and you end up spending 77 days out of the year watching a program that is not gonna help you in your life and is not gonna get you anywhere. And if anything, you've given them money and given them your time that has done nothing for you. It's time to wake up. It's time to take action. It's time to get in control of your life so that you have the power to be who you want to be, to do what you want to do. I mean, man, like, I think back to my most amazing times hanging out with skateboarders, sleeping on the beach, just helping people, traveling the world, seeing hermit crabs and scuba diving with sharks and skydiving, bungee jumping, just whatever makes me happy. At the end of the day, it was me on my time, doing what I want, with who I want, whenever I want, however I want, and that was me being in control. You're not in control when you're working 40 hours for $12 an hour at a job you hate, living at a place you don't want to live at, with people you don't want to be with, and then you go and the only thing that you have to turn to is, say, skateboarding or some other outlet like TV or video games, and that's your one outlet. That can't be it, man. Skateboarding has so much more to teach you than just an outlet to a shitty life. Skateboarding is the epiphany of success. It requires discipline. It requires you to have ambition and courage and overcome your fear and to try and get hit and fall down and get back up. So I'm going to teach you those philosophies. I'm going to show you how we can relate things like skateboarding to business, to our professional lives, to our personal lives. So by now, you should already be a member. You should already have hit me up. We're going to have a call. Reach out to me. You should have a journal. Every day, we're going to be writing out our goals twice a day. The moment you wake up, we're restructuring the way that you think. So if you need to wake up earlier, wake up earlier. I'm going to be sending you programs, audios, videos, book recommendations. I'm here for you. I'm here to help. And this is really what we're going through, man. Like, you're not alone. I've been through this already. And as I grow, you will grow. So if you want to fast track your life, you want to hop on the train with better people, you want to surround yourself with a community of people that are there to win, then you will win too. Guaranteed. Your net worth is your net worth. So who are you hanging out with? And your 5 closest friends, if you can think of them, Jimmy, Dylan, Tyler, Andrew, how much money do they have? Are they happy? Are their relationships great? Are they living in a place where you're like, wow, this person is inspiring and a role model for how I would want to live my life? And if the answer to that is no, then you need to get yourself some new friends. Because I can guarantee you one thing, if you're hanging out with 5 stoners, you're gonna be the 6th stoner. If you're hanging out with 5 people who put people down, who aren't there to motivate you, who don't give a shit about their life, then you're gonna be that 6th person. Now, if you surround yourself with a community of people that wanna grow, that are willing to learn, that are humble, that are forgiving, that are there to pick people up and bring you positivity and happiness and opportunity, then you will be that 6th person. You just have to decide which path you want to take. The path of the person who blames people for all of their failures, or the person who takes responsibility and changes something about it. And since you're watching this video, I know which path you're on. I know why you're here. I had those same questions that you have, that you may still be having. So write your questions down and contact me. That's really what we're going to be touching base on, is goal setting, targets. What is the difference between a goal and a target? We have goals, but what are these targets? I'm going to touch more on that when we talk, but until then, be proud of yourself. Be happy that you're part of something new, that you know that you will be successful. Not once in my life have I ever doubted my own success. I always know that I will be successful. Why? Not because I know everything, but because I know that success leaves clues, and I just have to do what successful people do, which most people won't do, and I will be successful. It's little by little you get ahead, but not necessarily in fast spurts. I woke up this morning at 5:40, the alarm went off. It's still dark, and I did not want to go to the gym. And it's the moment my brain said, just sleep in, you can go after work. That was when I said, I need to get up and go to the gym now. I'm probably one of the only other people in this complex of the 20 buildings, hundreds of people that live in this apartment complex that got up at 5:40 and drove their ass to the gym to work out. Nobody paid me to do it. It was me on my time, because it's a standard that I set for myself. You need to ask yourself, what standard are you holding yourself to? And what are you gonna allow in your life, and what are you not gonna allow in your life? Because regardless if it's your father, if it's a friend, if it's your girlfriend, you gotta let the negative people go, and you need to set a different standard for yourself for how you're living your life. I'm excited for you to be a part of NESW. I'm excited for you to join the community, and I'm really excited that you're in this mentorship program, because there's just nothing but open doors of opportunity for you here. What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching this video. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'm gonna leave a link below so that you can get free access to a Who Am I doc that we have that helps outline your goals and your purpose in life. You can also learn more about our programs that we offer, the coaching to help scale your personal brand or your business. Also, I want to mention our nonprofit NESW, which is partners with Jessup Grip Tape. So every time you buy one of these, we send you some free grip, and we also donate a skateboard to someone in need all around the world. So join us, support, and get involved.